Thanks EA for providing me with these giveaway codes. Greetings traveler, and welcome to another one of my speed builds. For today our travels bring us to Forgotten Hollow, and we're building a Victorian house for a family of vampires, and it's entirely black. So no, this isn't a Sims 4 life and death video yet. I wanted to show you this video first and also share this giveaway opportunity before jumping into the new expansion pack. So as you know, I got into the EA Creator Network not that long ago, and by the time I got accepted, the 2 last kits had already been released for quite a while. So yeah, it might be a little too late for those 2 kits, but I still want to share the giveaway codes with you. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway chance is to just comment down below and subscribe to me here on YouTube. You can just comment whatever you want, like even if it's just emojis, it's more than enough. So good luck you guys. I will be choosing one random winner from the comments to win both packs to make it worth your while. And yeah, good luck. So let's talk about this build. And before I get into that, you just need to know that this is a CC build, and as usual all the links are going to be in the description. I have all the CC links on my Patreon. So yeah, just head over to the description to find any link you might need, and you can also download this from my gallery. My ID is just the same as my channel name. So without further ado, let's discuss this build. So this is actually not based on anything specific. I really just looked up black Victorian homes and took some inspiration from whatever I found, but yeah, this is not really based on anything. So yeah, I kind of did a random shape and yeah, just went with it. And I decided to show you as much of the process as possible, so I didn't really cut out much of the exterior building process, which I don't always do. So if you want to know like exactly how this build went, you can see everything in this video. And I hope it's not too tedious for some of you who just want to, you know, get into the build without having to see every single detail. But yeah, I thought I'd share this with you so you can maybe learn something. And I know a lot of people appreciate this and are trying to learn how to build and how to do roofing especially. So yeah, you have a treat with this video since the roof is kinda complex. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you don't, well, you know, try to skip ahead to the furnishing process. But yeah, this is a mansard roof, and it's actually my favorite type of roof. So what you do with mansard roofs is usually, I mean in The Sims, you would create a room on where you want to put the roof, and then leave a gap between each wall and then the edge of the house that is at least like 1 or 2 tiles wide. And then you're gonna want to put the roofing there and have it go all the way up to the wall height, if that makes any sense. So it's all explained in the video, but yeah, that's how you usually do this type of roofing. And you just use a mix of half gabled and half hipped roofs. So yeah, just play around with that as much as you can. You're gonna learn a lot. That's how I learned, really. It's with experimenting, trial and error, and also from watching other builders. And what I really like about these types of roofs, other than the fact that they look beautiful is that they actually have some functionality. So if you want, you can use that last story of the house, the one with the roof, as an extra floor. So the rooms inside this roof are empty, so if you're looking for some extra room for your Sims, for some kind of bedroom or activity, you can totally use that space. It's totally usable. So I guess I'll stop rambling for now and continue this voiceover in a bit. I put 2 lakes over here at the front of the house on either side, and then I colored them red because I thought that this way they would kind of resemble blood and maybe perhaps make the build look a little more spookier. And all the plants that you're seeing here, as well as the stones and rocks, are from the Vampires pack, which I've used a lot in this build. So obviously if you don't have the vampires, you're going to be missing most of this. I used it like not only for the plants around the house, but also for the exterior. I've used it a lot, and I even used the pack for a lot of the interior items. Other than the vampires, I've used pretty much a lot of the darker, like witchy kind of packs, like the Crystal Creations pack, and what else? I also used the Spooky Stuff pack for some of the items. I feel like that pack gets such a bad rep, but it's truly a beautiful pack, but I'm biased because I love spooky, like dark horror witchy stuff. So yeah, and at the back of the house I kind of made a little graveyard, and I just put a few graves in there, and then I sort of customized each grave to give it, like, give the person buried in there some personality and give them kind of a backstory. So yeah, one of the graves has a few plushie toys, and one of them has a rose. So yeah, you can make whatever backstory you like for these people, for these vampires I mean. And then I used some spooky Halloween decorations for the porch, especially at the front of the house, which is, I guess, a little tacky, but you know, it's Halloween. And I love Halloween. You know that. I love Halloween so much. I guess if you don't like the Halloween decorations, you can just remove them and they won't really affect the overall look that much. In terms of activities, I put a lot of activities in this house. So, like, especially in the backyard, there are so many things. I put a telescope, a painting easel, a grill, a hot tub, and what else? A woodworking table. There are so many things. And then I also put kind of this small greenhouse room. So it's like they closed a small part of the porch and then converted it into a greenhouse. Here we are in the interior of the house. Those two spooky candles I placed by the front door are from the Spooky Stuff Pack, and I really like them, but I kind of wish we had a skeletal hand instead of that green one. It would have been nicer. Anywho, I like to always show a top-down view of my floor plans because they help you have a better understanding of how the house looks like overall, because like with the videos alone, the speed build and the quote-unquote walkthroughs, which is just screenshots that I do at the end of the video, you don't really get like the full picture of how the house is or how the floor plan is. So I always like to kind of zoom out on the entire floor plan of the house before starting with the furnishing, and before also doing each room. That way you understand where exactly this room is and how the flow is, how to get there, and which rooms are connected to it. So yeah, that's I guess my compromise for not having videos at the end or like a video walkthrough. But anyway, here is the gorgeous living room. So I have some specific custom content that I downloaded just for this build. One of them is that fireplace that you've seen. That is from Kiwi-sim, and I really love it because of all of the candles in it, and on top of it, it's absolutely gorgeous and just the right amount of spooky. And I'll mention the other CC later when it pops up, but we have this really beautiful nook over here where I put the pipe organ and sort of an audience corner for like people to sit and watch whoever's playing. And I just remembered I also used paranormal a lot in this build. And also some of the items are from Peacemaker's extension of the vampire's back, so they're not from the pack itself, so you're also going to need that. But of course everything is mentioned in my CC list, so don't worry about that. And we're now in the kitchen, which I really love. And if you ask me what's my favorite room in this house, I'm not really sure which one. It's either the living room or the kitchen, or also the main bedroom, because I really love that as well. So in this kitchen here, I wanted these kitchen cabinets that go all the way up to the roof, and then I wanted to have a ladder to be able to reach the high cabinets, hypothetically speaking. So I used a metal rod that kind of runs across the cabinets, and then we have a ladder placed on that. Over here we just have a small laundry room, and if you don't like laundry gameplay, you can convert this into something else. And since it's connected to the kitchen, it can probably be some kind of pantry or utility room or whatever. Like whatever you want to do with it, you can do, of course. And then this also leads to the greenhouse. So I feel like the layout might be a little weird, but at the same time it makes sense. Here is the first bathroom, and unlike my other videos, I actually show all 3 bathrooms in this one, so yeah, that's very unusual of me. But yeah, I'm showing all of the bathrooms here, even though all 3 are kind of identical, so yeah, there you go, you have all 3 bathrooms. This is the first bedroom, and it's also the only bedroom on the ground floor, and I think this is either a guest bedroom or perhaps a young adult or teen's bedroom, because you have a better option for the main bedroom. Like I said, it's one of my favorite rooms, so trust me, you'll have a much better option for the parents. So the other piece or pieces of CC that I added just for this build are these really cute painting that you've just seen on the wall, and those are from Ravishing. They're also linked on my Patreon, no worries, but they're absolutely adorable and I love them so much, and I use them throughout this build. Here on the second floor we have this painter's corner, and here I use the Sims 4 Painter Studio kit, and it's a lovely kit. I really like it, and I can use it instead of the other Painter Studio kit that I've been using from Cibolet, since, you know, it's actual Maxis and the one from Cibolet isn't 100% Maxis match. So yeah, this is a good substitute, plus you know, you guys who don't have CC can use it as well and have access to it. This piano here is also from KiwiSim, and again, I love all the candles that are on top of it so much. Here is the first kids room, and this one is for an infant, I think. Guys, I know you're gonna roll your eyes at this sentence, but I don't do gameplay, so I don't know if babies use this and infants and toddlers, like I don't know what's the difference, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, it has a crib, so yeah, it's kind of a nursery. And of course, I used The Sims 4 Storybook Nursery Kit, and it's the other kit for the giveaway, so yeah. And I highly recommend both kits, but out of both of them, I prefer this one. Like, this is totally my vibe. I love everything that is like gothic and spooky, and you know me. So what I really like about this kit is that it's very diverse. So if you want goth baby, if you know what I'm talking about, you can use this kit. If you want something more colorful and cheerful, it also gives you that option. So yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. And I also mixed in some wallpaper here from the spooky stuff pack. So yeah, these spiderweb wallpapers are from that. And I think the only criticism I have for this pack is that the canopy for the bed, I'm not sure what you call this thing, like this little tent, doesn't suit all wall heights, so it's just for short walls, which is absolutely sad. And to work around this, because over here I have either high walls or medium walls, I kind of use something hanging from a ceiling, like a random item, and since it has a rope that is hanging from the ceiling, I kind of placed it inside the tent and hid it there, so only the rope part is showing. So yeah, that is how I found a workaround for this. Overall, I just wish that the Sims team would account more for different wall heights, because there are actually some of us out here that don't like short walls and only play with the taller walls, but yeah. So I'm happy that they're like considering that for curtains and windows and some lights, I think, but yeah, I would like more wall height options for some of the furniture as well. And we're actually in the main bedroom right now, the one I've been talking about, so yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's kind of a two-story bedroom, and yeah, you're gonna see that in a bit. This wallpaper is from the Vampires pack, and this ladder goes to the upper floor where you're gonna have this little, let's call it a cozy, naughty time kind of corner. So I put the woohoo blanket from what do you call it? The Sims 4 Love Struck, and I chose the one shaped like a bear. So yeah, it's kind of kinky, like I don't know. Yeah, if you don't like this idea, you can convert this into something else. It could be like a movie night corner, or maybe, you know, a book nook, like whatever you want. So yeah, let me just end my voiceover here since we only have the bathroom left. And thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by writing a comment down below. And yeah, I will get back to you with the winner by tomorrow, or if no one comments, maybe I'll give it like a few more days. So yeah, we'll see about that. As usual, the links are in the description if you want to download this, and if you want to support me on Patreon, please do. And special thanks to my supporters on Patreon, you guys are the best. And see you next time, bye!